Hello and welcome to World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If you value sober, accurate, and timely global reporting, please subscribe, leave a comment, and support the channel. Your engagement makes a difference. Today, we analyze a disturbing new development in international espionage, a surge of reported Russian spy activity in Mexico, and the diplomatic tensions it provokes. Over the past months, intelligence officials in the United States say they have identified more than 24 Russian operatives living under diplomatic cover in Mexico. These agents, previously expelled from the US or European countries, reportedly relocated to Mexico, seeing it as a strategic hub thanks to its proximity to the United States and comparatively lighter surveillance. The US government presented the Mexican authorities with a list of suspected agents and formally requested their expulsion. According to US sources, these individuals were not typical diplomats, but seasoned intelligence operatives with documented history of complex operations across Europe and beyond. Their mission, as believed by American officials, to gather information on US foreign policy actions towards Ukraine, monitor flows of military aid, track political dissent, and possibly influence operations aimed at destabilizing US alliances. However, Mexico refused to comply with the request. Mexican officials reportedly claimed they never received the list and dismissed the warnings as exaggerated. According to them, their security services are focused primarily on internal challenges, notably narcotics cartels and organized crime, leaving little incentive to prioritize foreign intelligence expulsions. The refusal has drawn sharp criticism from Washington. US officials warn that Mexico's inaction effectively provides the Kremlin with a backdoor into North America. Given the flow of tourists, migrants, and cross-border movement, Mexico offers Russia an opportunity to operate with relative impunity, to recruit, surveil, and transmit intelligence without the pressure of close US counter-espionage efforts. Adding to the worry, the US Embassy in Mexico City has reportedly established a dedicated monitoring post, informally dubbed the Russia Watcher, specifically to track Kremlin-linked activity. This indicates deep concern in Washington about the scale and potential impact of Russian espionage now centered south of the border. In short, the pattern suggests not isolated diplomats acting alone, but a coordinated relocation of intelligence infrastructure, one that transforms Mexico into a critical node in Russia's global spy network. This development matters for more than just US-Mexico relations. First, it underscores how Russia is adapting to pressure. As expulsion campaigns intensify in Europe and North America, Moscow shifts operations to jurisdictions with weaker surveillance. It's a strategy of redistribution, not defeat. For the United States, the stakes are high. Mexico's refusal to expel identified agents compromises the effectiveness of US counterintelligence strategies. It creates a porous security environment at America's southern border, where sensitive discussions, logistics of military and humanitarian aid, and intelligence exchanges could be vulnerable. Beyond the US, this trend signals a warning to other Western partners. As Russia loses ground in traditional intelligence hotspots, it seeks refuge in less scrutinized spaces. Latin American states, many already facing internal instability, may become new theaters of influence, whether through espionage, propaganda, or interference in migration flows. For Ukraine and its allies, this is especially concerning. Russian intelligence networks redeploying globally means more capacity to track, manipulate, or undermine Western support for Kyiv. Information about arms shipments, diplomatic coordination, sanctions planning, all could become targets. That might weaken the integrity of support networks, create leaks, or feed disinformation campaigns aimed at weakening unity. Finally, the Mexican decision sheds light on the broader problem of international complicity, voluntary or involuntary, in allowing hostile powers to exploit structural weaknesses, whether through corruption, institutional overload, or prioritizing other internal threats. States that tolerate foreign intelligence operations offer adversaries strategic advantage. At a time when global conflict and geopolitical rivalry are intensifying, such safe havens for espionage may shape the next phase of confrontation, one fought not only with weapons, but with secrets, infiltration, and deception. Thank you for watching this report on World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If you found this analysis useful, subscribe, leave a comment, and share your thoughts. Independent journalism thrives when you remain engaged. Stay alert, stay informed, and see you in the next update.